For those of you who may not remember, I'm Peter Rubinstein. I guess there are some of you who don't remember. How magical is this evening, and perhaps how absolutely perfect is this Shabbat? Because I believe that destiny always plays a more or less significant role in the circumstances of our lives, I cannot take it as purely coincidental that on this evening of installation, we will be reading this Shabbat two poignant parashiot, Nitzavim and Vayelech. You see, both these portions are about transition. They include the last words that Moses spoke to the people in his final oration, and then, almost without any moment in between, Moses steps aside and places upon Joshua's shoulders the lovely and often challenging mantle of leadership. And as he did, Moses uses the same words to first buttress the people in the trials that he, of course, understands they need to confront. And then, just changing his direction, he turns to Joshua and with far greater personal clarity, because he had been there, he tells Joshua of the challenges that will await him as leader. And Moses tenderly, and I would think even lovingly, encourages Joshua, chazak be'ematz. Joshua, you need to be strong and resolute. Be strong when you tangle with adversity, and be completely and absolutely resolute in trusting your own good character and your own God-given soul. Now, according to my rudimentary calculations, which I know our archivists will examine with much greater expertise, Angela Warnick Buchdahl is now the 15th senior rabbi of this congregation. Beginning with Rabbi Max Lilienthal in one of our parent congregations, Sha'ar HaShamayim, in 1845, and with the very well-known Dr. Adolf Hübsch in the other parent congregation, Ahavat Chesed, in 1866. Now, in particular obvious ways I don't need to recount, our rabbi is unlike any of her rabbinic forebears. But in the most elemental expression of her rabbinic life, Angela is perfectly and exactly in the line of those rabbis whose photos grace the stairway which ascends from the pavilion downstairs to the sanctuary. She arrives to the position of senior rabbi with a robust and exquisite love of Judaism. We know that. She arrives with an encompassing passion for Jewish life and with a completely inexhaustible dedication to this synagogue, which throughout its history has always been its own unique expression of the Jewish community. The last time that I was on this pulpit with Angela was my last service as senior rabbi at the end of June, as the clock ticked toward the midnight hour on July 1st, when Angela contractually would become our senior rabbi. And that evening, I blessed her. I would think for both of us it was a passing of something more than the mantle of leadership. I think my bestowing and her receiving that blessing was an avowal of what we meant to each other and how we were going to walk together, leaning on each other when we needed, laughing with each other when it was appropriate or not, and sharing challenges and seeing them through to resolution when it was helpful. For 8 years, Angela and I stood side by side, and quite honestly, it was wonderful. And you knew it was, and Angela and I especially knew how wonderful it was. And it is not that I now stand on one side of the river of Jewish time and she on the other. It is, as in the past, our care for each other, and the Jewish people transcends any single moment, and together, along with all of you, this amazing congregation, she will walk into the sunrise of a new era, which will be filled with the wondrous gifts of everything that you bring to her. The amazing members and leaders of this congregation are exceptional, supported by the brilliance and excellence of the clergy and other professionals of this synagogue. And this congregation is now sensitively shepherded, brilliantly led, and creatively envisioned by our senior rabbi, Angela Buchdahl. As this portion of the service is called Kabbalat Shabbat, the receiving of Shabbat, then tonight I proclaim that we designate this evening as Kabbalat Harav, the formal welcoming of what she has already become, the 15th senior rabbi of Central Synagogue. Angela Buchdahl, now the perfect leader for this congregation at this most promising and challenging time in Jewish history. She is up to it all, and we know it, and we also know that in every way she will make us even better. So let us cherish our rabbi. Let us recognize that her skills as both rabbi and cantor bless us. Let us meet the standards that she set for herself and for us, and support her in her vision for what we and she and the entire synagogue can become. Above all, let us make this a moment of sacred promise to her, to care and take care of her, to stand by her and be with her. As you and I each know, all of us know, she will be with us when we falter. We need a hand to stand upright again, an arm to lean on with strength, resolve, with yearning for greatness, and with great love. This evening is magical. This Shabbat is perfectly lovely. And this beginning is exceptionally wondrous. It is a gift, as our rabbi, Angela Buchdahl, is a gift to all of us. Amen.